Hi, everybody. So, Wee Bit of Alchemy. I'm Rick Barrett. Welcome. Uh, Today, we're going to talk about the foundation for your body and how we get our alignment from that. And it's something that I've talked about many, many times in many different ways. And a lot of the language I'll be using today will sound very similar to what I've talked about before. And that can't be helped. But what I'm trying to do is refine the your relationship to the you know to the world the floor you're standing on, and how that affects your proprioception, how your proprioception being the way that you are sensing your body's relationship to the world. If your foundation is off, if it's or weak, then that's going to affect how you relate to the way you move in the world or stand or whatever. So there's going to be it's going to undermine your confidence and give you a skewed view of how you're moving through the world. So um, this is something that's come up recently with a number of people, particularly people who've been working with me for a long time, and and it, every once in a while we have to go back and really kind of look at the fundamentals and take it a little bit farther in terms of our orientation. There's only so much information we can take in at any one time, and so now we're going to take this opportunity to take it a little deeper, we're going to hone that sense a little more. So I'm going to ask you to bring your beginner's mind to this one, because a lot of it, your conscious mind can easily say, "Hey, we covered that already. I don't need to pay attention." But if you can just bring your awareness to this, because it's something that is like infinite gradations of tuning that you can do with this. And so I'm going to present a way of actually feeling into it and just kind of getting a more of an internal sense of what that feels like, particularly orienting to the medial line. And so what I mean by the medial line is your center, right? So your lateral is the outside of your body, the medial is toward the center line. And getting a real inner sense of what that feels like is something that we have to fine tune forever. It's every day, every moment of every day we are being presented with different challenges and different ways of being in the world, so that we have to constantly go back and reset, where that center line is. That's where we get our central equilibrium, our Zhongding. And whenever we get that Zhongding set up, then we can access the big chi, the yang chi of the heavens, the yin chi of the earth. And so I've given you a number of shortcuts to doing that, but they are just shortcuts. They're not really that fine inner sense of what that feels like to be in central equilibrium. And so to do that, we're going to start at the bottom, and that is our feet, and getting how to orient to our feet, and in order to then build up from there. And to do that, I have brought back an oldie but a goodie, something that I used to emphasize a lot, and something that Master William C. Chen uh, dreamed up about 30 years ago. And I wore the T-shirt today, and that's just my Three Nails T-shirt. So you can see there's an image there that we're going to be referring to.
You're too close.
What's that?
You're too close.
Too close?
There you go. Okay, no, that's good.
That good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can see the three nails. So, for our purposes, we'll call the heel nail one, the ball of the foot two, and the big toe line, the big toe three for that. Anyway, so using the three nails as our image, uh, we're going to be able to just use that as a point of reference. When I first taught it, the way Master Chen taught it was, basically as a strictly a mechanical thing. That was, align your body to these three nails, and everything will work out. And but it want to take it a little deeper than that, and actually really emphasize it as an energetic thing. And we're going to play around with that. Another concept that we're going to work with is something that Cheng talked about, and he emphasized that knowing where the insubstantial and the substantial is in your foot is an important part for generating power or internal power, Chen. So there is a point of emphasis there, which we've been working with, and say, I'll say, go to the ball of your foot for the yang qi, and they go to the heel for the yin. And so that's one way of talking about it. I want to really get it so that uh, we're going to, like I say, fine tune it so that we can actually get that feeling, that sense there, and work with that. So why don't you stand up? Um, if you can, if you have something handy to hold on to, it's helpful if you have a table or a chair, something like that, you can grab onto, and so that you can, feel really comfortable and safe whenever you're moving around here.